This is NewHampshireCrossCountry.com. We're joined right now with Lee Hess and Larry Martin, both members of the NHIAA Cross Country Committee. They got a couple things they want to talk to us about.
Well, this is one of the first meets to be held in New Hampshire under the new guidelines, so we wanted to see how things were run. Excellent job here at Oyster River. A lot of preparation went into this. It was very obvious. What we're doing is looking for things for the state meet. We're hoping to be able to have state championships. Right now we're the only state in New England that's working towards that, and we're hoping by coming to meets like this and coming up with ideas, we'll be able to do that.
What we were really pleased to see today was everyone wearing a mask when it was appropriate and the social distancing. That included warm-ups, that included as they crossed the finish line. So we were impressed with that. And also the number of volunteers at strategic locations throughout the course. Unbelievable support. Really looked good today.
Anybody that's really thought about a cross-country meet under these circumstances, they know there's two places that could be major issues. One is the start, which was run phenomenal here with the waves, and we picked up some ideas as far as marking the waves that we think will definitely work for the state meet. The other is the finish area. When you have a dual meet, the finish is not a big issue, because you come across the finish line, one team goes left, the other team goes right. When you have a state meet and you have 25 schools coming in, we have some work to do on that. So Lee and I have been discussing. Sorry.
As the meet was progressing, we would walk to the different areas around here, and we would bring in Dairyfield and kind of retrofit Dairyfield in here. What would we do if this was Dairyfield? How would we handle the finish? So we came up with a number of different scenarios that I'm sure we will refine and get it down to as best a science as we can for our divisional meets.
Because this course is, in a sense, similar to Dairyfield. That really worked out well. It showed us a lot of the same kind of things. I've said from the very beginning, if we are given the opportunity, I'm sure the state of New Hampshire, with the resources we have in the cross-country community, can pull off the division meets and meet of champions. The key thing there is if we're given the opportunity. There are so many places this can short circuit. It's not going to be from what happened here today, because we're going to do things well. It's not going to be from the coaches, but then you go up, you got your ADs, and then you got your principals, and then you got your superintendents, and then you got the health department. There's just so many places that things can go wrong. So my one piece of advice would be, not just what happens in the 2 hours that we're here, the other 22 hours that people are out, that they follow all the guidelines and stuff, because something you do outside of here can affect what's going to happen in cross country.
To add to what Larry just said, this is an opportunity for us to step forward and show everyone that we can conduct a meet safely and follow all the COVID-19 protocols. And again, I said earlier, I was impressed with the conduct of the athletes, the coaches, and the support staff. Everyone's keeping their distance. Everyone has a mask on. We are being monitored. There are people looking for us to fail, but we're not going to fail because we're going to follow the protocols.
Right now I'm looking down to where the Oyster River boys team, they just finished the race, and they're all down there in their team area. Every single one of them has a mask on. And that's exactly the way it's got to be.
Impressive.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you guys. And like you said, if everyone's doing their part with it, we're on a great course right now. Thanks, gentlemen. You've been a huge part of the reason we were able to have a race today and have a season. I know the committee's been working really hard on everything they're doing and putting a lot of thought into it. So we all really appreciate that. Thank you for your time today.
Yeah.
Thank you.